Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody, wherever you are. Welcome to Wild Wednesday pre-market analysis for January the 27th, 2020. You know, if you are like me and maybe you like driving. For me, I don't like driving. So I always have a challenge the first time that I'm driving somewhere. A challenge just of the unknown, if you will. So stay with me on this a little bit. So it usually takes me more time to get to a destination the first time that I'm driving there. And not so much because hey, we have GPS or I'm an old timer. So in the past, when I was really driving a lot, I don't drive that much these days. Even though I prepare the map and everything, it will take. But the second, third time that you I'm driving somewhere, it's as if the distance has shortened. There's that familiarity that come with the routes or with the destination overall. Well, folks, I'm using this analogy here in trading. Yeah, meaning that for some of you beginners out there, consider this experience as you are driving somewhere for the first time. I don't know, maybe you this relate to you, but for me, that's an example that I know every single time. The distance doesn't even have to be that far. Yeah, if I'm going somewhere for the first time, it will take me more time than I'm more cautious, maybe. Yeah, but by the second, third time, guess what? I am very comfortable doing it. Well, your path, your trading path, the thing is that right now you don't know the destination. Let's say even when you take a trade right now, you don't know the potential of that trade because you haven't done that before. So hence, you find yourself with maybe some small anxiety like me because of the unknown or where you are going. But my friend, if we knew every single trade that we took where it's going to be going, or the potential, not so much where it's going to be going, because that's asking too much, but the potential of that trade. Why am I bringing this? This is a week where we are trading a market where a stock goes from $40 to 200. What did it do pre-market? $250. I'm talking about GME. This is a type of mindset, my friend, that you and I, if we have each and every day, at this very time, we can set ourselves and our mind to accomplish the uncomplishable. So, welcome to pre-market analysis, stock market technical analysis daily for Wednesday, Wednesday, January 27, 2021. We have a show packed of a lot of things that we would like to unpack. So stick around, call your friend. We thought that today was going to be bring your popcorn, because on Sunday some traders, a trader posted a calendar of the earnings, and after hours we have earnings of Apple, none other than Apple, Tesla, and Facebook. So when those QQQ big boys they report, typically we tend to have fireworks. So, but we were joking for that, my friend. Little did we know. Actually, somebody, was it Mr. Moses last night late, he started his one-on-one coaching by reminding me that, hey, Telex, you said that before the end of the month, the market was supposed to do a day with big red. True facts. Okay. So I posted in Discord, in the Hangout Discord, folks. I showed supporting evidence of where I take some of those. Why? Because I've driven in this road before, right, folks? That's where you guys are here, because you maybe you believe or not that, hey, this guy has seen a little bit of it. I don't know it all. I haven't seen it all. I haven't driven all the route out there, but I've driven the route several, many years of looking at the markets and what's possible, what can be done. And that's what I'm sharing on here. That's what I'm teaching at Successful Trading. And when somebody like Jimmy Prophet, because that's the name, as I see him walk in the room there, he commented on one of our videos, recent videos. I think it was a pre-market video. Was it this week or the Friday one? He said something that was very funny and very amusing to me. I had a chuckle and an embarrassment with my wife about it. Well, Mr. Demi, folks, we posted a link on there. He had a 30-bagger, more than a 30-bagger trade yesterday, because he applied which that he said. I remember less than 5 days ago, he was on a coaching session. At the end of that coaching session, he said, oh, something just clicked in his mind. Well, he put into execution what he learned, folks. And Mr. Dimi has only been here with us for, I wouldn't say 3 weeks. He recorded a 30-bagger. The link, we posted the link on top, folks. It's possible. It's possible. Me telling you that, it's one thing. One of a brand new trader doing it, and others have done it as well. I think Beautiful Gates has got a 10-bagger on here, so they can attest of their experience and go on. So that is the type of market, this type of market that we are trading, folks. Only our imagination can limit all the possibilities. So let's go ahead and greet everybody. Hello, Miss Lorraine, in the order of appearance in the chat. Miss Marcy, good morning. Mr. Ryan, how are you, sir? Hello, Madame Festus, bienvenue, ça fait longtemps. Hello, Mr. Jimmy Prophet, congratulations, sir. I cannot say enough of that. Hello, Mr. Andrew. Hey, Mr. Andrew was the first person actually who alerted us of GME last Friday, and Mr. Andrew can attest of this. I think when in doubt, what do? We strangle. That was last Friday. Today, GME, and there is no stopping. As a matter of fact, maybe we start with that. We start with this this madness that's going on about short squeeze, because I'm sharing my Discord on here. That's what I'm sharing. At least that's what you guys are seeing. So I need to go in there. And last night, I was just studying chart, and I'm seeing the same pattern over and over. It's a pattern of stock breaking out, because guess what, folks? Whatever that's happening with the group WSB, if you don't know, it's a Reddited group of traders, and they have set their mind into taking on into the other side of institution that's like to sell short, I guess. That's what's going on. So the battle between them, it's what is getting into this escalation of GME. As we speak, let me go on here and look at, because for GME, you can look at it one minute, and then 5 minutes later you look at it, you're like, you cannot be serious. So the last time I looked, it was 250 or something. Okay, so 227 this morning. That's a whooping $81 gain, folks, for a stock that closed yesterday at 147.98. That's definitely like that's going on here. So here's what you can do right now, and I invite you to do that. I'm gonna go slowly on here as we approach. It's currently 5:58 a.m. Pacific time in Southern California, where I'm coming to you live for this stock market technical analysis daily. It is 8:58 in New York and in Montreal. Hello, traders in Montreal and the rest of Canada, Toronto and Vancouver and all of the likes. So, folks, here's what you can do right now, because the question is usually, as traders, we tend to react or overreact, say, oh man, I missed on that trade on GME. There's no way of knowing that would have done that. But here's what we know, right? This movement that's starting now, other stocks are likely to follow the same pattern. So yesterday, I was just looking at random stock on the stock that were popping. I'm showing some of them here in our Discord. Yeah, here's a stock yesterday. But my friend, you and I, we could have got this trade somewhere yesterday, right, in the middle of the day, and they traded that, because here's a stock that it gapped a little bit. It's a $30 stock, right? Bazone stock is a stock from China. Oh, we made that video on stock of China. The video is getting some momentum a little bit, but we didn't know. Again, here's me. I speak of something. Maybe it goes to what Mr. Jimmy said. The preacher says something. I kind of keep a straight face on that. But this one, right? At some point yesterday, we could have been alerted at $42, at $40, or wherever it break out of there, and just went great. And typically those stocks, you know how they do. The second day momentum. We have talked about that on here a great deal. You can ask Mr. Andrew. He has become the master of that. Here was Kroger. Here is an obscure, well, it's not an obscure company. Kroger, it's in the US here, it's one of those big chain of just food for regular thing. I have one across the street from me. They have quarters. I mean, this is a big company here in the US, 30 billion quarterly revenue. But I mean, their stock, I mean, they paid a decent dividend, but $33. And then yesterday, all of a sudden, well, the day before yesterday, because we are Wednesday, so you see back-to-back green candle, big candles, yeah, from below 33 to 37. On Monday, it didn't sustain that momentum, but let's happen on Tuesday. Again, that strategy of looking what move on day one and then trade that on day two, it's not always on the first day. If you don't catch it, we are not too late. So where am I going with this, folks? And then I start asking myself, okay, what other type of breakup that we could have? As of now, there are a few stock that some of you know, and post any stock that you may have seen in your study to have a potential that has been spiking. I'm going to put some on here. I believe that's a well documented, right? Which one are they? Is Mr. Dog was putting some of them on there. So was it AMC, BB, BBBY, BlackBerry, just to name those three, and I think AXPR. I want you to create a watch list of them. Create a watch list of those things and just keep an eye on them. We're Wednesday and trade, or you're going to be trading option on them. Weekly option on them. But the way that you trade option on them, just small, very small risk, very small risk, because if these things are moving, again, we don't know the end of the movie. Currently, GME as we speak, right? I told you, we started at 228 as I was speaking literally 2 minutes ago. It's currently printing 250. This thing can go wild for a few weeks, my friend. Yeah? So you and I, we just play arbitrage in this whole madness. We are not picking side. So meaning that the trade on AMC, BBY, or anything is pick a strike price with a level of risk that you're comfortable in both directions. Yeah? And take a stronghold. That was our advice for Mr. Andrew when GME was at 40 something and on Friday, and he was wondering, hey, can it go? First, we thought it will come back, and then can it go to say 60 and so forth. Monday was a wild ride, my friend, but this thing, actually, even GME is still you put GME in that list, because GME, the only thing with GME is that since it caught the market maker off guard, I think the furthest option that existed, for instance, like yesterday, was 210. But now this thing is trading at 250, so they are going to be adding more. But how many more? And purposely, I mean, some of them. Can you take a risk right now to write option one for 1,000? Because this stock, again, I'm not saying it's going to do that, but the fact that that possibility exists, yeah. So some of the other ones there maybe at the early stage of that. AMC, BBY, BB, EXPR, and there are others, trust me, because pretty much every single chart that I was looking at yesterday had that sign. I don't know if I have this watch list, right? Created watch list in my, oh yeah, there's maybe another one, NTNX. I think, yeah, that was the other one that I was sharing in here. Let's say you're still seeing my Discord. So let me show you that chart as well. So look at things that pop, and they can get into a short squeeze, because other traders can definitely do, which that the WSB group of Reddit is doing. Yeah, here's a chart of Nutamix on here. It used to be a $60 stock, folks. Yeah. So if you decide to pop above 34, and some traders in our Discord, they're already posting charts similar to this one of stock that are bound to break out. So that's what's one of the best things that you and I, we can do in a market, in a crazy market such as this one. Yeah. We don't make the market, but we take advantage. The little that we know, we're trying to take advantage of what's going on. Speaking of what's going on, where is SPY? Where is QQQ? Where is IWM? In our top view, in our top analysis, is you on here? Well, before we move away from this, let me switch screen, and then please, if you have any other stock that's you want to share with your fellow traders, that's you study, that's potentially, but I mean, do not pick a stock just because if a stock doesn't show us any type of momentum. I mean, there are many already that are showing that momentum, and so hence. No need to start something. So Mr. Andrew said GME 200 call traded at 160 from 162 to 22. Okay, and it has 100% short float. We haven't explained what a short float means, maybe for some of the beginner, but the whole idea is for each stock, right? And I think Finviz shows that. Maybe if Finviz shows that, let's go to Finviz. And actually, let's use GME if that information is there. So I think on Finviz 1, I'm not sure if I have gone through that. So here's a chart on here. Okay, very good. So we are sharing Finviz on here. I'm just going to wait for the screen to reset. So in Finviz, I went in and put GME. So we are looking at GME on here. And because we need to be mindful, we are an education service here, meaning that, hey, when maybe we could be talking about the concept that some beginners they do not have. So there are these two numbers. There is a number here called, well, there are a few numbers here. There are a few terms on here. Shares outstanding, yeah? So we have a video actually, I think, yeah, where we explain that, but we didn't explain the short part because typically we don't pay attention for it, but it's at the forefront of everything. Share outstanding are number of shares that are in circulation. So each company, they know, I mean, here and there, how many shares are tradable, meaning they are held by different institutions, retail, and so forth. So that number on here is 65 million. And this is important because the scenario that we find ourselves short squeeze is because it happens that, well, somebody shorted the stock overall, and then another other party, then they decide to buy that stock and hold it captive, pretty much. Meaning thus, because the whole idea of short selling is, hey, I'm borrowing something, an asset, and then I'm selling it to open the position. And the hope is that, hey, the price is going to go lower, then I'm able to buy it at a lower price, and I will cash in my profit, the delta, and return the shares to the person or the institution that are borrowing from. But what happens if, let's say, you accomplish step number one, you borrow the share, right? Then hoping that the price will be going down. You sold them, that's step number two, to open. And then, but now the stocks start going up, meaning you are losing. Let's say you borrow them at 100, let's say in the case of GME, you borrow them at, this stock was even a $5 stock at some point. Imagine people who borrowed this stock $5, or maybe they shorted it before. Let's say they shorted it at 40, yeah? Now the stocks went $100, so you have $60 in the bank. You need to buy shares that are going to cost you $60 more. That's what's going to happen. So here they're tracking the short floats on here. They are tracking, so there are two numbers on here, right? So the short float is just of all the shares in circulation, how many of them are shorted overall. So here, this number can go above 100%. This is what Mr. Andrew is telling us on here. So that's a scenario where, meaning that, hey, people need to cover their positions, but guess what? The shares are not available. So hence the price start going up. How long can this thing go? It can go on for a while, my friend. This is, for GME, we can say maybe this is day number 4 or number 3. This thing can go on weeks or anything. And as it's going, all you're going to be seeing, it's a crescendo ramp up, because those who are short or the stock, they every time that the stock goes up, they are losing more money. So it is in their interest to buy, and when they start buying, the price goes up. It's like a vicious circle, folks. So that's what you see with that going on GME. I mean, we can definitely talk more on that. So that's what Mr. Andrew was sharing with us on here about the short. The percentage of short floats on GME. So there are quite a few stocks that they may have that. So meaning that what some traders are doing right now, they are just filtering by, hey, what is the short floats for some of those stocks, and then they're going down. So create your watch list, and then just, it doesn't have to be that many. You need 5 or 2, and just, again, minimize your risk. Do not go all crazy about this thing. It's just one of those trends, and for us, we take advantage of trends on here in the markets. All right, speaking of trend that we take advantage of, what is our beloved ETF doing this morning? So if we go back and share we are sharing trading view, or it's coming up. And let's go to a single view instead of the 2 view. This was from my study yesterday with Mr. Moses. Okay, so SPY, it's gapping down this morning, folks. 379.32. We are not big fan, you know, here. I mean, I keep repeating that I don't know that much, but the little that I know is enough. If you believe me, is enough to become a consistent stock option trader, right? So in this case, we talked here because Mr. Moses reminded me of it last night, that I said that between, I think, was it on Monday? No, even last week, we said that, hey, that toward the end of the month of January, I expect a big move on the red side. It wasn't like big move, just random. No, I did say specifically. So Mr. Moses, we were talking about it yesterday. Again, this is another example of easing ourselves into the week, right? So Monday, the market showed us a little bit of something, because we talked about that. If you go to the 15 or 30 minutes, actually go to the 15 minute, because there were back-to-back candles in the middle of the day. It was a 10:45 Eastern. Yeah, this is what transpired, folks, on Monday. And then, as if nothing happened, it recover. All the stock, pretty much all the stock, the big boy in SPY, they have this 30 minutes of where SPY lost 6 points in the middle of the day. Yeah, maybe some of you traded that. if you had that, you took advantage of that. Look where we are opening this morning. Well, we are opening, yeah, because now it's 9:11. The markets will be opening in exactly 20 less than 20 minutes, 19 minutes thereabout. Okay, so this is our cue. Well, today is Wednesday, folks. By now, if you do not know that SPY has expiration on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then what should you do? You absolutely need to go to Successful Trading. Check out the 2021 offer that we have to teach you this stuff. Yeah, to teach you this stuff. That's the knowledge of a lifetime on there. And I need to say hello to Mr. Wayne, I believe. He's from New York City. You know who you are, sir. A lot of people here, so shout out to Mr. Wayne. Hedge fund traders, they come eventually. So here's the pattern of people who subscribe to our channel, right? They watch these videos. Yes, they do. As they are carrying on with the activity. So they will check Successful Trading out for 1-2 week time before they come and subscribe, and then they will go, I watch you all the time. And then I say, I don't know. Say hello. So say hello in our chat then. And Mr. Wayne joked with me yesterday, I'm shy or anything. So yeah, we see 20 playbacks. So, and YouTube get to show people videos as they are searching for specific information on how to become a day trader or how to trade options and of the like. So if you are one of those people, we say hello to you. It's never too late, folks. This is an option trading education service where we want to equip you with the knowledge to be able to take advantage of this crazy market. Crazy, that's the market. Us, we don't have to be crazy. If anything, we have to, what do we do here? Keep calm. Let's don't the show. Keep calm, breathe, and enjoy the 10 baggers. So let's on a day where the market is starting, SPY is starting minus 1 point something percent, down 5 or 4 points, thereabout, almost 5 points, but we know how to take advantage of that. We will teach you how to take advantage of that. To the point where I was telling Mr. Moses last night, we want this to be boring. Yeah, meaning boring in the sense that not boring fun in a fun way, but meaning that you repeat the same action all over it. A stock gap in pre-market, we know there's no hesitation what to do. The stock has earning and it gaps, we know what to do. Were you with us with FCX yesterday? If you were with us, we showed you our study again, because I will say I have to make sure everything that I tell you here is based onto some type of research. It's not just my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. The market doesn't care about my opinion. Yeah, and I don't care about my opinion real. I love making money when I'm wrong. I love making money when I'm wrong. But so for me, I use a specific fact about the markets, and mostly some of those we call them quantitative analysis. Such quantitative analysis yesterday would have gotten you into trade with FCX. That trade for us, we carried it overnight because it gave gain, the puts they pay, but we are looking at the 26 puts and the FCX trading at 26.24 right now. So payday is Wednesday, my friend. Remember that. That's another thing we teach you on here. Patience early in the week, because we trade weekly options. Why do we trade weekly options? Because we have studies that consistently show us that we have a high percentage move on those stocks that our computer AI is showing. And we share that with you when you join us, such that you can become fully independent trader with all of that knowledge and to make money. Evidence? Let's see. On the next case example on here, do we have time to share the quant analysis for AMD? I think I shared it yesterday, right? So AMD, what's AMD moving during this pre-market? AMD is moving by, let's say, 3% or thereabouts. So should we bring it? Yeah, I think we should bring it. So AMD is at $91. Okay. But let's quickly bring it. Let's quickly bring it. So if we can, I need to open that screen. So AMD is trading at $91, minus 3.81%. AMD beat earnings. Hello, the guidance was good and everything, but we have told you before, stocks do not move based on beating earnings or the reason stock moved or anything. We don't know. We don't really care, to be honest. We don't care. As long as they're moving, we just need to focus on how to best trade them. Period. Period. That's it. Stock is moving. We trade it to the best with the best strategies that we know. Such best strategy is a strategy that for us we teach here at Successful Trading. We teach to our subscriber because this is a proprietary trade. Actually, as a matter of fact, a trader once told me that after watching one of our video and he heard the word GangstA trade, he went on Google and he Googled the term GangstA trade. Well, most likely, I'm not sure if Google has picked up some of our article on it yet, but the link or the website that you could find out is Successful Trading, because Successful Trading is the one that's pretty much coined that phrase. Well, I don't know, at least in this sense, right? If somebody else is using it other, you guys tell me, but that trader told me that he didn't find anything when he Googled the word GangstA trade, but see, we have tons of videos featuring what the GangstA trade is. So I'm sharing the quantitative analysis earnings for AMD on here very quickly, as really we need to give you time to get ready. There's a lot moving in the market. So for us, what we like to do after the show, we usually like to take 5 minutes to just meditate. We meditate before, but to cool off all of this adrenaline, right? Because for me, I cannot just come on this show and be talking like, Zen, you guys are not going to find it attractive. So I need to bring a little bit energy. So that uptick of energy, then I need to cool it off before I start trading the day. That's a little secret on there. So here's what we are looking at AMD here. If you don't know what this document is, that's another reason for you. Go to Successful Trading, find a way to get involved. Find a way to get involved. So AMD here, here's the history of the earnings. We do not trade before earnings typically, right? So after we study what happened on day one, day two, day one is today because it happened after market close. That's what AMC stands for on here. So we are seeing that over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 earnings, AMD has had a tendency to be bearish on day one, but day two is bullish. This is what I want to show you again. I showed it yesterday, but maybe you were distracted yesterday in our pre-market. Maybe you were not with us. It dawned onto you to that, hey, today when YouTube offered you Successful Trading is live pre-market show, you click. So if you click, hopefully this is worth the price of your audacity of your sense of adventure to take a look at this research and say, what is this guy talking about? Yeah. So for us here, we have a little bias, but that's all we need to say that AMD is bearish, meaning between the open and the low of the day, we expect this type of move. The overall market, is even bearish. So that can only be further. Yeah. Yesterday we were expecting 3-4% for FCX, and what happened? The stock went as low as minus 6.5%. Hello. So, but the value of this, my friend, is that look at the difference between day one and day two where it turns bullish, meaning that at some point today, obviously we trade that with a GangstA trade. So this GangstA trade here, you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because AMD moves on Friday as well. Apply the ATR rule, my friend. That's all I can tell you on here. And if you don't know that, because we have new traders, don't worry about it. We will go in our private coaching lessons on how to give you the skills to trade that. So in here from 91, oh my friend, 80, 100, it's those type of strike on there, and the chocolate GangstA call for 3 strike, so you center them around those numbers. Okay, folks, it's exactly 9:20 a.m. Eastern. I hope you got something out of this. I'm seeing likes. Hey, if that's this show was a value to you, we appreciate that. 7 likes. I've never seen that. Maybe you have had more. So we have 15 concurrent viewers, or 14 right now, and it's actually showing us. Oh, my screen became dark because I removed that thing. So let's show you. You have to congratulate yourself, folks, by choosing to be with Successful Trading on here this morning. And for those in our Discord room, we will be posting our observations. So you got something out of this today. Thank you very much. And it's Wednesday. Wednesday have become payday on here, but if Wednesdays are payday, before I forget, at 11:30, the chairman of the Federal Reserve will be speaking. That will create volatility, further volatility in the market. So please do not be surprised. 11:30, yeah, the 11:30 is the press conference. So the decision on the interest rates will be announced at 11 Pacific telex. That will be 2 p.m. Eastern. So 2:30 Eastern. Yeah, I need to speak in the Eastern time zone where the market stands. So 2:30 Eastern, Jerome Powell will be having a press conference that will add more into this Wahala where we are starting this morning with SPY down. Why SPY down? I mean, as we have been talking in the show, SPY is still moving. They're still trying to find their ground. So SPY is down, let's say, 4 points and starts 379.74 thereabouts. So it's definitely an opportunity to get involved trading SPY with the strategy that we have showcased on here. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. We catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Andrew just posted that, my friend, GME is at 357. 357. Does that option strike even exist? I haven't looked at my power 8 trade. Oh, my friend, I need to cool off. I need to calm down because it is my wild markets on Wednesday, January 27, 2020. Bye-bye, everybody.